As Michelle said, they estimated the budget at 15 because who really knew how high it was going to go. But Michel Sardou paid that $2 million himself for those 2 years. Plus, he had more money invested. He's one of the richest people in France. His family is he comes from oil money, so he's wealthy beyond wealth. Just recently, he built a 50 million euro football stadium in France. So that shows in Lille. So he owns that team, and he built them a new stadium and all that. So he's rich. And so for Dune, it was his money. I think his money was around 5 million, and then he had European partners for the next 5 million. So that's 10 million. But they didn't just need money from the United States. They needed a real American partner, like a real studio partner, not just financing, but they needed to get the movie onto American screens. And in the 70s, it was really the studios that controlled all that. I really just contacted him. I searched and searched and searched until I found him. I found that he has an agent in Spain. So I sent his agent an email, just said, "Oh, my name is Frank Pavich. Is it true that you represent Alejandro Jodorowsky? Because it's weird to me that he has an agent. He's like a myth. He's not a human being. He's like something else." So I sent her this email, and and a few weeks later, I woke up one morning and I opened my computer, and there was an email from him. Not from the agent, but from Jodorowsky, which is, terrifying, because it's this sort of God who's emailing you. And I was scared. I didn't know what was going to be in the email, because it could have been no, leave me alone, or it could have been even worse, which is, oh, I've already started working on this with somebody else, and that would have killed me. So I left it. I didn't read it for a whole week. I just left it unread for a week, and I said, I'm going to live my fantasy, and I'm going to get to meet him and make this movie. And then after a week, I said, okay, I have to grow up, and I opened the email, and it was a short message from him saying, I understand you're looking for me. I live in Paris, and if you want to speak with me about this project, you need to come to Paris, and we need to meet face to face. So I got an invitation to his house, and I went there, and I suppose I convinced him. Although I read an interview with him last week where he described the first time that I met him, and he said that I was a crazy person, which is the highest compliment that I could ever imagine from him. So.
Thank you. Congratulations. Great crazy person. Great crazy
I feel fantastic.
Okay, please.
In other people's films, in his films. Well, it's interesting. The sequence which we animate, which is the cutting off of the arms, the whole torture. If you see his new film, which is playing here at this festival, it's called The Dance of Reality. There's a scene which is very similar to that. It's a torture sequence, like that's a torture sequence, but the person being tortured is Brontes, which is his son, who was going to play Paul. And in this sequence, they keep asking, where is Paul? Where is Paul? And they keep cutting the limbs. And in the new film, they keep asking, I think the character is, who is Don Julio? Who is Don Julio? So even Jodorowsky, as he says, he used his ideas from Dune, he put them into his comics, and he uses his ideas and he puts them into other movies. So he's still going back to this masterwork and using his own ideas. But I recommend that you see the new film. It's quite fantastic.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.